Hello, that's Sid the IT guy here, and today we will learn about embedded apps in Shopify Admin. So let's begin. So on my screen, you can see that I have opened up the app setup for my public app that I have been building on it. And down at the very end, you can see the embedded app settings here. So if you click on manage, then for me, it is already enabled. So it says your app is embedded in Shopify Admin. But for you, if it isn't, then you should click enable here, and that would be it. After that, let's go to Laravel and open up ngrok. So this is my URL here, and what I've done is in the app setup, I have replaced the URLs here, here, and here. So it points out to the correct address. So now I will go back to my Laravel project to store that I have been working on, and in the apps I will click my public app, and as you can see, yeah, it shows a warning for ngrok, so ignore that, just click visit site. Yeah, so here we have our app opened up in embedded version. So how did we implement this, and let's go through that. So for you, inside the env you have to have three things enabled. Here I have mentioned how you can handle embedding, which is app embedded equal to true, session secure cookie equal to true, and same site equal to none. Why that is? Because in session.php in config folder, I have put here lax if it is not present, in which case it will determine how cross-site request will take place inside the iframe. Then secure is default true here, and yeah, that's it. And inside helper PHP, I'm sorry. So in custom.php, you will see another index here, app embedded, which is env app embedded or default false. And inside helper.php, you can see I'm using the same index here. Determine if app is embedded. So this will say config custom app.embedded equal to string true, or it is equal to boolean true. So this will determine whether it will work or not. So you can just put return false here if you wish to. So now we go back to installation controller where we make changes to the part where we know that the access token is valid for Shopify API calls. So redirect them to the login page. So at this point, we would have to decide whether we want them to go to the login page or whether we want them to go directly inside the dashboard, because at this point of time, the user is already logged in his Shopify store. So when he is loading up the public app, that we don't want to waste their time by logging them in another time. So they should just get access to their dashboard immediately. So that's what we are doing here. So I am determining if the app is embedded with this helper function here, which I just showed you now. Yeah. And if it is true, then take the user where the store ID is the first one is equal to the store's table ID. So take the first one, log them in with auth login function, and just redirect to home. So that's what's happening here. If I refresh, then even if I wasn't logged in, I'd be logged in automatically through the backend itself. So I can directly go to my dashboard and I can see the data that I'm concerned with. So if I click orders, then I see all the orders here. I'm sorry, this is a little messed up. But if I click products, yeah, the products are here. So this is how the app will work. It's basically the same thing. There is not much going on here. So anyway, so that is what we have here. One little change you might see is I matched the gray color here, which is something that I use in asite.blade. In asite.blade, I'm running this simple PHP query here, and if it is embedded, then put this background color in, which should match Shopify's gray color. And after that, yeah, so the same thing has been done for the handle redirect method, which is when the OAuth process completes. So at this point, the installation process is complete, so redirect them to the login page. So that's what the same thing I'm doing here. If app is embedded, then just take the user, which is the store tables ID first, and log them in and redirect to the home route. So feel free to test it out. Let me know if you face any kind of problems. I'll be happy to sort that out. And yeah, one other thing that I covered here is the GDPR webhooks. So in the app, in the Shopify app, um, yeah, you will see this GDPR mandatory webhooks in the app setup page of the app that you are building on. Now, why this is necessary? Because if you wish to publish this app, then you would have to submit it to the app review team, and they need these three URLs fulfilled. I mean, filled in. So how we can do that? So in the web.php, you will see this GDPR endpoints, and it is prefixed by GDPR, and there are three routes defined. So what we can do here is we can copy this ngrok URL right here, copy, go to a browser, paste, paste, paste. Then we can say GDPR, copy that. Yeah. And customer data request is webhook slash customer data. After that, customer data delete. So Shopify needs this three endpoints to be compliant with the GDPR regulations. Shop data delete. Yeah. So if I hit save, then yeah, these are my GDPR webhooks. And in those, what we can do is inside web controller, you will see three functions here. And the first one is return customer data, second one is delete customer data, and third one is delete shop data. So in all of this, we are just validating the request that is coming from Shopify to weed out bad actors, and if it is valid, then just return status true with not found, code 200, or otherwise just say unauthorized with 401, and if an exception is thrown, then return the same unauthorized one. So yeah, that's what we can do here. So all three follow the same route. Don't worry about returning actual data to Shopify. They don't want that. They just expect a 200 status code response. So that's what they are looking for. Okay, just so for a last time, make sure to have these three indexes in your env file if you wish to make this app embedded. And inside app setup, go to the very bottom and enable this embedded app setting, and that would be it. Okay, yeah, that's what covers this video, and I quickly wanted to say thank you to the people who have been reaching out to me. I am used to getting bullied online, but this was a new thing for me, so thank you for reaching out. And if you have any sort of idea that you think will help you and other people as well by me covering it on my channel, feel free to reach out. And yeah, that's about it. See you.